of the race. There's a formula on the right side. Great shot here, great rear shot. Our helicopter there in the background. So Russell Kilpatrick always does a fine job for us. Russell Kilpatrick, helicopter. Back to our helicopter shot, Speedwear. Todd Welling and Lance Hendrickson, driver and throttle man. Harwich Concrete there on the inside. Speedwear on the outside. Back on board Harwich with Russell Kilpatrick in the background. Looks like Speedwear hooking it a little bit. A little bit will go on board Speedwear, get a closer look. "38-foot fountain." Let's go on board Speedwear and get a look at that. There's Total Marine going by on the right side. Total Marine Racing. All right, back to our helicopter shot. Speedwear and Harwich Concrete on the inside. All right, there is on the inside coming up. There's Total Marine Racing. Total Marine Racing, a 38-foot formula. Mercruiser Power 2, 500 horsepower at inboards. Jim Arvis is the driver. Tom Caruso is the throttle man. Jim from Virginia, Tom from Connecticut. Carl Seda is the owner of Total Marine Racing. This boat took a third place in Cape Cod, a fourth in Savannah, a fourth in Texas, and a fifth place in the National Point Championships. Total Marine Racing in Factory 2. Main sponsor there, Sirius Satellite Radio and Total Marine. Jim Arvis and Tom Caruso on board this 38-foot formula.
Inside.
Speedwear on the outside. Total Marine on the inside. In Mallory Square. Round the turn. All right, now let's go with RNS Offshore Racing. It's a 38-foot Formula Mercruiser powered, two 500-horsepower inboards. Howard Richardson is the driver. Jack Storley's a throttle man. Howard from New Jersey. Jack from Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. This boat took a third in Savannah, a third in Cleveland, second in Corpus Christi, and a third in Marathon. It took a second place in the national point standings for this year. RNS Offshore Racing. Sponsors include Formula Racing and Sirius Satellite Radio. Special thanks to Mike Beekler of the Equipment Sales for Satellite Radio. Special thanks to other crew members including Jack Lawson and Marie Richardson. Nice driving there by Mr. Howard Richardson. Jack Storley on throttle. There's Total Marine Racing on the outside. Total Marine with Jim Arvis and Tom Caruso in Factory 2. .38-foot Formula. Slowing down, apparently having some problems. All right, there's Team Donzi on the outside. Team Donzi at 38-foot Donzi, Mercury powered, and Snap-on Talking Tools on the inside. Snap-on, 38-foot Donzi. Snap-on Talking Tools, as we said, is a 38-foot Donzi, Mercury powered, two 500-horsepower inboards. Wilma Ross, the driver. Brian Ross is the throttle man. Took a fourth place in Cape Cod, a fourth in Savannah, and took a sixth place in the national point standings. Team Donzi on the outside, your national champion in Factory 2. Going by the spectators, heading into Mallory Square. Snap-on Talking Tools. Wilma Ross and Brian Ross. Other crew members include Robert Mason, Darrell Armstrong, and Kevin James. Special thanks to Donzi Marine, Steve Simon, Doug Valentine, and their entire crew. Also special thanks to the sponsors Snap-on, AC Delco, Hot Knots, and Mercury. Also Chaco Motorsports and Myco Trailers. Snap-on. This boat always runs well. These guys are from Canada. There's your national champion in Factory 2 class, Team Donzi, with Doug Valentine, the driver, Mike Stancombe, the throttle man. Mercury Power 2 500 horsepower inboards, Team Donzi. Doug Valentine and Mike Stancombe aboard, driver and throttle man. 38-foot Donzi. All right, now let's go with Let's Play Racing. Let's Play Racing is a 36-foot formula. Mercury Power 2 500 horsepower inboards. Patrick Dunn is the driver. Jeff Cresciano is the throttle man. Owners, Let's Play Racing. Lots and lots of competitors in Factory 2, 10 in all. Speedwear, Harwich, Snap-on Talking Tools, Sonic Racing, Twister, Let's Plays we're watching right now. Total Marine Racing, Team Donzi, Herbot Racing, RNS Offshore Racing. Lots of great competition, of course, Speedwear as well. High Energy Racing, a 27-foot activator, a Factory 1 class boat. We got Michael McMarley, the driver. Mark Kowalski is the throttle man. Mike from Maryland and Mark from Ohio took a second place in Marathon, a third in Cape Cod, a first in Savannah, a third in Cleveland, and a second in Texas, and wound up in fourth place in the national championships. High Energy Racing Factory 1 boat. In first place, High Energy Racing in Factory 1. We got some 13 competitors in Factory 1 class. Lots and lots of competition. Radioactive, H2O Motorsports, Superboat USA, Stellar Marine, Raising Cane, Patriot Offshore Racing, Team Levycraft. We also have Mutual Fun, Flash Wave, Activator, Velocity, VR1, and Typhoon Racing. Of course, High Energy Racing, you're a leader right now in Factory 1. High Energy in first place.
Here comes Typhoon on the other side. It's all right, we're doing good. This is where we're going to get them, right in this rough shit. Watch out so they don't go sideways in front of us. You pull a tape work? No. All right, I got it. How are we looking? Good, 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 good. Easy them all. Keep it in, keep it in. Got the buoy, got the next buoy? I got it. Wow, I don't. Go ahead, they'll fall out. They'll fuck those two. All right.
Number 1 in Factory 1.
Easy. Keep it in, keep it in.
Back to a helicopter shot. There's Typhoon Racing. Typhoon Racing, a 26-foot kryptonite, Mercury-powered, 500 horsepower inboard engine. Glenn Murray's the driver. Randy Schluss is the throttle man. They're from New Jersey. Freeze Frame Video Productions would like to thank the Typhoon Racing team for helping us to transport our equipment to Key West for these World Championships. Special thanks to the crew guys, Rich Asman, Jimmy Welsh, Glenn Helwig, Mark Aziz, Brett Greener, and Big Eddie, and of course Jack and Diane. These guys were your 2000 World Champions in Factory 1. Now they took a second place in Cape Cod this year, along with a second in Savannah, a second in Cleveland, a second in Texas, second in the Bahamas, and came in second in the National Championships in the Bahamas. Typhoon Racing. Currently in second place right here at the World Championships in Key West. Also special thanks to Chris and Donna Schluss, and Martha, Shelby, Christian, Karen, Carol, and Paul Murray. Nice driving there by Glenn Murray. Sonic Racing, 36-foot Sonic Mercruiser Power 2 500 horsepower inboards. Dennis Hennessy is the driver and throttle man. Patrick Kays, the navigator. They're all from New Jersey. Sonic Racing in Factory 2 class. Other competitors in Factory 2, we've got Twister, Snap-on Talking Tools, Harwich Concrete, Let's Play Racing, Twister, Total Marine Racing, Team Donzi, Herbot Racing, Treadwell Motorsports, RNS, Offshore Racing, and Speedware. 10 competitors in all in Factory 2. And this is race number 2 here of 7 in Key West for these APBA World Championships. Nice jump there. Sonic Racing. H2O Motorsports Propco propellers. It's a 28-foot Warlock Mercury-powered 500 horsepower Mercury inboard. David Caruth is the driver. Brian Canty is the throttle man. There's Sonic Racing on the inside and Factory 2. H2O Motorsports on the outside.